open it up to questions whenever everybody's ready.
Amy, able to open up in front of this home crowd, another sellout, year 2 off to the same way you guys were able to run through season 1. Just to this response from your guys' crowd and your fan base.
I mean, to close the meet out that way and make it a little nail biter and have Brie Clark deliver like that and the crowd go wild, I mean, that was absolutely incredible and so cool to be a part of.
Can we talk about Brie a little bit specifically and just her performances and what she's been able to do for you guys this year, but specifically tonight?
Yeah, Brie kind of got off to a little bit slower start. We tried to do the bios that first meet and kind of took a little bit for her to settle in, and she got a Brie Clark floor routine under her belt last weekend at Cal and built off that tonight at home, and to clinch the win for us with that is phenomenal and a huge confidence booster for her. So really excited to see Brie settle into Brie Clark and do the gymnastics she's capable of doing.
It kind of sounds silly, but the importance of that confidence and how valuable that is as she's been able to progress and kind of get those sea legs back.
Yeah, no, totally. Just getting back out and doing the new routines. And, we've been on the road for 3 weeks. We closed out our third road meet in Cal, and it was a very short week. We took a red eye home on Monday. So, to be back in Littlejohn and settle into this environment is it's been huge.
Was there ever any question about the fan support that you would see when you guys
No, they're incredible. It's just, I mean, I've been saying it. We've got the best environment in college gymnastics. I mean, just the energy on the floor is like nothing I've ever experienced. So, and the girls talked about it. I mean, being on the road, it's like, oh my gosh, like, I think the most was maybe like 1,000 people. And so you step in with 8,600 of your closest friends, and it's a good time.
Coach, do you believe the atmosphere of Littlejohn helps your team on floor?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, just bringing that energy in them, the roar of the crowd when they're done, like that influences the judges, whether, I mean, it's like that energy and all of that. So it's, yeah, for sure.
What sort of momentum can you guys build after this? You talk about being able to have that home crowd behind you. It certainly provides. How do you carry this now?
Yeah, tonight we saw some mistakes, right? Our warm-up tonight was spectacular. I mean, we were nailing vaults, we were nailing bar dismounts. It was awesome, and it's just part of the process. Like, I know some of the girls were a little disappointed that they stuck a vault in warm-ups and then didn't get it in the meet, but it's all part of the process, trusting the journey, trusting the work that we're doing, and we saw some really great things tonight. So just continuing to build off of that, and we're rolling into February. We don't need to be peaking right now. We need to be peaking third week of March and continuing into postseason with that. So feel like tonight was a giant step in the right direction, and just seeing the gymnastics come out a little bit stronger, and we'll continue to build off of that. And I think it was, like I said, a great step in the right direction tonight.
We're seeing so many different names up there, and so many girls, women, not have to compete in every single event.
Mm-hmm.
And as we're watching Building Legends roll out, we're seeing you guys are dealing with a lot of different injuries last year throughout the season and different things like that. How is this team, their makeup, and those numbers helping you guys as you kind of find those strides as well?
Yeah, I mean, our team retreat, we talk about having depth and making sure that, if something does happen, somebody gets sick, whatever, that we're very interchangeable with our lineups. And we've had some people step up. Quinn Cool this year, tonight had a little bit off night, but oh my gosh, that kid the last 3 meets just has delivered at such a high level. So, it's those moments and building off of that. And she'll come back next week, and I'm sure she'll knock it out of the park, because that's Quinny.
Coach, you talked about trusting the process. What does that look like for you ahead of the future?
Yeah, I mean, it's trusting our training, continuing to do what we're doing. Because like I said, what we saw in warm-ups tonight was a giant step in the right direction. And that was one of the goals of tonight, is to warm up really well. We've had a little bit of not super calm warm-ups, and so tonight for them to do that, that will slowly start to translate into competition as well. And like I said, we're rolling into February. We've got time, and as a coach, seeing that progress and trusting it and having the girls trust that, just keep doing what you're doing, keep chipping away, and we're going to peak at the right time.
Is that what sticks out to you from tonight? What sticks out to you from tonight from your girls?
Like I said, the warm-up was great. I think we had mishaps on bars, and those people came back, and the rest of the routine was flawless. They were nailing dismounts, right? I thought beam, the beginning half of our lineup, was great. Kylan was out tonight, so that gave the opportunity for Tara to step in, and thought she did a good job on doing that. So that was a highlight. And then obviously closing out the meet strong and not giving in to anything. It was back and forth there, and they battled it out and came out on top. So that's a testament to them and not backing down.
Coach, when you're grabbing your gymnast's hands before their routine, talking to them real close, what are the messages or what do you want them to take away right before a huge moment?
Yeah, in those moments on beam when I'm doing all that stuff, I'm talking through their cues and very simply talking through their routine, and then just give them that final, you got it, go out and handle it and attack it. And so that's our little moment in exchange there.
And then during the routine, I noticed you changed positions. Is that what controls where you stand during your
I like to stay on the end, so like when the series or the skills are coming a certain way, so I can see if their hips are on or if they're off, just so that if something isn't right, then I can give feedback to them right afterwards of like, hey, you opened up your hips right out of that back handspring or something like that. So that's why I kind of like to walk around and see it in real time of what's happening.
Coach, can you talk about Lilly being leadoff for 3 of the events, and just what does that say about the kind of gymnast she is?
Lily is our leadoff on 3 events because she is so reliable, and she just trains so well, and she gives such a calm to the rest of the lineup, knowing that Lily's going to go out and do her thing. So, that leadoff spot is vital. It's vital, especially on beam. And she's been crushing it. So, yeah.
Take one more question.
Coach, we know how dangerous gymnastics obviously can be when you see something like that happen out on the mats. How do you juggle the whole next woman up mentality that, we have to continue on with the emotions of kind of players losing a friend and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's tough. And that's the, I guess, the hard side of sports, right? It's like in that moment we had Brie win the meet with this amazing floor routine, and everybody's so high and up here, and then we get, Trinity to go in exhibition, and something so unfortunate happens. So it's like just the highs and lows of sports. It gives you perspective real quick, and it is really hard to see that happen. You never want to see somebody go down that way. But yeah, so I mean, it sucks. It really sucks.
One more just about Brie's routine. The scoring, how much do you know that she just won it? Because it is subjective, and there is all of, did you know, or could you kind of talk through that moment of?
Yeah,
I can't do that math in my head.
I'm terrible at math, so but scoring this year has been a little bit different. So it has been more of a guessing game, I would say, in years past. I could pretty much be like, yep, that won it. And we were Eric and I were both on either side, and he's looking and he's like, 995, and I'm like 99, okay, we did it, It's, yeah, so this year's been a little bit different, but what a great moment. What a great moment. So.
That'll do it for Coach.
Thanks, you guys.
We'll have Brie Clark and Eve Jackson.